So today I'm going to be ranking every single Grand Theft Auto game, all the way from the original Grand Theft Auto in 1997, all the way up to GTA 5 Online that still actively gets updates and support as at the time of recording this video. Granted, though, I expect like in a year or two GTA Online will probably stop getting updated and probably stop getting updated supported when GTA 6, of course, comes out. But anyway, I've got to bring this up real quick anyway. GTA Online and GTA 5 play a different, quite, even though it's the same engine and it's the same game, I would say GTA Online in the year 2024 plays significantly different to GTA 5 story mode. That's like so many vehicles, so much new content, like businesses, and all that type of stuff, which the base game, of course, doesn't really have. I know the base game has like properties and all that type of stuff, but you don't actually do missions for them. They're kind of more just a pay stuff. You do a couple, but it's significantly different. But anyway, so this is, of course, recently biased, so I did a playthrough of every single Grand Theft Auto game over the last 4 to 5 months. Well, technically, I didn't do a playthrough of the 2D GTA games. I just did them all in one stream, played them GTA 1, GTA London, GTA 2, and the same goes to GTA Vans, just because they're really old games. But I wanted to play them all to get a recent. So this is my most recent opinion of the GTA games. So pretty much there's no nostalgia in this. I mean, there's going to obviously be some nostalgia regardless of what you think of game. But I played through all these recently to see how good they aged, how poorly they aged, all that type of stuff. So as you can see, that every single GTA game up to GTA 5. I know I didn't do a playthrough of the GTA Online, but GTA Online is it's a bit different. We'll talk about that when we get to GTA Online. Of course, this is my own personal opinion, and this is probably going to be a hot take video regardless, because there's so many Grand Theft Auto games, and I don't really know anybody that has the complete same list as everyone else in GTA games, because there's just so many games and they're completely different. But anyway, let's start with the original Grand Theft Auto game. So GTA 1, I'm going to be completely honest, it's aged poorly. And for 1997, it wasn't too bad for a game. It was an interesting mechanic. Like, it had a sky view, it had 3 cities, which was interesting. And all 3 states. Technically, the only GTA game that actually has all 3 states. That's Liberty City, San Andreas, and like Vice City in it. It's an interesting system because no other GTA game actually really does something like that. It does all 3 places. But it's an extremely hard game. It has missions, it has cutscenes. It doesn't really have a story though. You don't actually have to complete any mission in the game to complete the game. To be honest, with GTA 1, you can just blow up stuff and get money and farm, that type of stuff. It's a really strange system, but GTA 1 is absolutely fucking brutal. You die in one shot. The controls are pretty awkward for their they're pretty good for their time, but nowadays I would say it's quite a hard game to get into. But GTA 1 is a very, very important game. If we didn't have GTA 1, we would not have GTA 3, we would not have Vice City, San Andreas, GTA 4, GTA 5, all the other games as well. So GTA 1, to be honest, has aged poorly, but I'm going to be generous. I'm not going to be generous. I'm going to give it a D tier, because if it wasn't for GTA 1, we would not have any other GTA game. And I do recommend, even if you don't want to, you give the game a try and you play it, you might actually really like it. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but at the time in 1997, it was quite an impressive game. But anyway, let's talk about GTA London. So GTA 1 had 2 DLCs. Yes, GTA 1 was the first GTA game to have DLCs. No, it was not GTA 4. It was actually GTA 4. 1, that was the first game. So I had 2 GTA. 1 had 2 DLCs. You had GTA London 1969 and 1961. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't actually know what one came out first, but I can tell you the difference. So GTA London 1969, which is the only GTA game that's not set in America. Or in fact, it's not set in the original 3 states either, which hopefully in GTA 7, when I know GTA 6 is not out and I'm talking about GTA 7. Hopefully when GTA 7 comes out, whenever that'll be, probably like fucking 2040 or 2050 or some crap like that. Whenever that comes out, right? I hopefully, if they are staying on the same universe, if they're staying in the HD universe, I hope they do a different state or a different city. Like, why don't they do Chicago instead of doing Liberty City? Though it will probably be Liberty City. But if they do change the universe, which I don't even know what they've changed the universe, what they're going to call it, like Ultra Universe or some stuff like that. I don't know what the fuck they're called. But anyway, let's talk about GTA London. So, GTA London 1969 was released on PlayStation 1 and PC, and I think it was released on like a Nintendo platform as well, some other platform, but anyway, I'm not here to talk about that. So, but then GTA 1961 was only released on PC and only had like 7 missions compared to 1969 that had like 40 odd missions. So improved the gameplay a little bit of GTA 1, but it pretty much was the same. It was set in London and it was set in the past. Kind of interesting to have a GTA game set in the 1960s. I think that would have been really, really interesting. Maybe I wonder if Rockstar will ever go back in time for a future GTA game. I think that would be an interesting mechanic and an interesting system to do, but we'll see. I'm pretty much going to give it the same ranking as GTA 1, 1969. And as for GTA London 1961, it's a very, very difficult game. It only has 7 missions, but some of the timers are absolutely shockingly bad. Once again, no minimap. The arrow system is really buggy and messes you up in direction and that type of stuff. I'm going to give it the F tier. Alright. Next is GTA 2. Out of the original 2D universe GTA games, GTA 2, I would say, has aged the best, obviously because it's the newest game. So GTA 2 is an interesting type of GTA game. So it's still a Skyview GTA game, but it's set in the future. Yeah, it's the only GTA game that's actually set in the future. There's some interesting weird because, like, GTA 2 was actually had the C type in it, that weird called GTA 5. That actually originally came from GTA 2, I believe, unless it was in GTA 1, but I never saw it in GTA 1, so I'm pretty sure it's a GTA 2 exclusive. Pretty much the same as GTA 1 in London. I had score attack and all that type of stuff, but it did have major improvements, such as, I'm going to die in one shot. You actually had health, you could pick up body armor. You had to side with certain gangs. You had like 3 gangs, so you had to pick one you wanted to side with and complete the game with that. It was certainly of an interesting mechanic and an interesting system that GTA 2 had. And I'm going to give GTA 2 the C tier. I'm kind of rushing for this list because I can honestly talk about these games for fucking years. Because they've got so much to do. Alright, next is Grand Theft Auto 3. GTA 3, the game that most people started with, or the game that most kind of modernized the franchise, at least at the time. I will be honest, I forgot to mention this. I will not be talking about the definitive editions. We are talking GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. I am talking about the original games that came on the PlayStation 2, or maybe later the Xbox and the PC version. There wasn't major improvements, and sadly, I'm going to be straight up honest. I'm going to be more talking about the console side of these GTA games, because Rockstar has a bad track record when it comes to PC ports. I know they've got better like over the last decade, but they've still got issues. GTA 5 PC still got some issues like high frame rate, like you get higher than 180 FPS, the fucking engine breaks, and Red Dead 2's got some issues with Vulcan. If you cap your FPS at the end of the game, it's really, really strange why it's like that. So I just have to bring that up real quick. But anyway, GTA 3, very impressive for its time. You played as Claude. Technically, you played as Claude in one of GTA 2 as well. Or was it GTA 1 at the top of my head? I know GTA 1 in London. I like mobile character selections. I played GTA 2 literally like 4 months ago and I can't even fucking remember. That's crazy. It doesn't matter. So story-wise, bit of an improvement, still pretty basic, an absolutely rough game. Had some really difficult missions, like the one where you had to blow up the plane with the rockets. As I said, I could be talking it all day about these Grand Theft Auto games, so I'm kind of rushing through this because I've made tier lists like fucking an hour long, and people are like, no, the tier list is too long. So GTA 3, I'm going to be honest, it's quite a short game. GTA 3 is actually quite a short game. Same, all the old GTA games are kind of short. You can rush through them really, really fast. The game's only like 8 hours long, 6 to like 10 hours long, depending. Or pretty much an average playthrough. Depends, I guess, how good you are. You get a lot of money. This introduced like more side activities as well. I know technically GTA 1 or GTA 2 had like Rampage and that type of stuff, but this introduced like the ambulance service missions, the vigilante missions for the police car, the fire truck missions, the taxi missions, and all that type of stuff. So, where would I rank GTA 3? I mean, GTA 3 was a good game for its time. Pretty awkward to play nowadays if you're trying to play the original version. Very weird shooting controls, like circle to shooting that. You can get used to it. The aim assist isn't the best on the PlayStation 2 version. The lock on is pretty mediocre, which you can't really criticize. I can kind of criticize. You can't really criticize for a game that age. Granted, though, the original Halo 1 had actually quite good fucking combat, and that came in the same year. But hey, that was a first person shooter, not a third person shooter. So I'm gonna give it a B. I was thinking about giving it a C, but after thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, you know what? It's a B because GTA 3 was so revolutionized and all that type of stuff. Next is GTA Vice City. I love GTA Vice City. It's pretty much GTA 3, but like little improvements, small improvements, like you can get out of the fucking car when it's driving. When you're driving, you don't have to stop the car. You can get out. The story expands. It's the first GTA game that actually has a voiced protagonist in most cutscenes. I know technically the older GTA games technically did, like GTA 1 and all that type of stuff, but they didn't really. It's more people talk to you. You did. It was a bit dumb, but anyway, Vice City. So Vice City. Paul, I'm going to be honest. If you're out of GTA 3, out of GTA 3, Vice City and San Andreas, I think Vice City is probably the easiest. It's got some annoying missions, like the mission where you got to fly that plane and drop bombs, which is a wee bit annoying, but it's actually not too bad. It's not. At least you can fly. The mission where you got to blow up the big construction tower, the toy helicopter. It's not a terrible mission. A lot of people don't know about that mission is, but you can actually take your time in that mission. For what you do is, if you're playing Vice City, and you got to play that mission where you got to like fly the toy helicopter and plant bombs in this big skyscraper. My suggestion is, there's no timer until you pick up your first bomb. So my suggestion is, you get used to the flying controls first. You get used to flying with a helicopter first. Toy helicopter before you start planting the bombs. Once you do that, I would actually say the mission's extremely easy. The most annoying Vice City mission, in my opinion, is probably the ice cream van one, where you have to pick up fucking 50 delivery. You have to do like 50 orders and all that type of stuff. A very, very annoying mission. Probably the worst mission in the game, in my personal opinion. But Vice City, pretty much an improvement over GTA 3, not a massive improvement. I mean, aim assist, the auto aim and all that control still wasn't the fucking best. They didn't really improve that until like San Andreas, sadly. Yeah, it didn't really have any annoying missions. In my personal opinion, this is going to shock some people. I'm going to give it the S tier. I'm honestly going to give it the S tier. The only flaws was like you had to get a bunch of businesses, upgrade them, that type of stuff. But not everything's mandatory in the game to complete the game. You only have to buy a certain amount of businesses and do a certain mechanics. You can actually completely skip the bank heist if you really want to. Though I do not suggest you do not skip the bank heist and you actually play it. Because it's actually quite a fun heist, even though it's quite basic, quite fast. But what GTA Vice City did, like Tommy was Rossetti, you could talk, and technically you could talk with the character. You know, you played as talk during cutscenes and talked a little bit during gameplay. It's certainly an interesting GTA game, and even though I think it's aged not the best, I still think it probably looks the best of the PlayStation 2 era type of GTA games, in my personal opinion. Just because freaking it's Miami, it looks absolutely lovely, amazing, and I'm really looking forward to GTA 6, which is going to be in the same fucking city. And a bit more expanded. It's probably going to be the entire state of Florida, not just fucking one city. So, yeah. Next is GTA San Andreas. The GTA San Andreas for 2004 was so impressive. What they managed to do on the PlayStation 2 hardware is so impressive. Like 3 massive cities. You had like light RPG mechanics. Like you had to you eat, keep yourself healthy, work out, activities, more activities than ever. Probably the most activities in the entire GTA franchise. So much to do. So impressive. Really, really good. Better aim assist. Played much better on the controller. Yeah. Played really, really well. Of course, I had a bad PC port, but hey, pretty much every 3D era GTA game had a fucking bad PC port. Very impressive, but I got to give some criticism for GTA San Andreas. GTA San Andreas Possibly, in my opinion, I think it has some of the most annoying fucking missions in the entire franchise. So let's start with the first annoying mission that it's going to probably stop you if you're a kid. It stopped me if I was going to get past this mission. I was a kid, but this mission is actually really easy nowadays. It's the fucking train mission. I'd say that's the first hurdle mission. Really, really fucking annoying mission. Granted, though, when I replayed it 2024, I actually passed the mission first time, believe it or not, and I actually played it legitimately. We didn't get on top of the train, so I didn't get to hear the iconic line from Big Smoke. All you had to do was chase the damn train, CJ. Sadly, we didn't get that line because I was that good at the mission. I actually managed to pass it first time, which was really impressive in 2024 when I did my up-to-date playthrough. But anyway, what else? So next is GTA San Andreas, mostly pretty much chill out after that until you get to, I would say, the next hurdle in GTA San Andreas is probably the drive school fucking lessons. Really, really, really annoying to do. Extremely annoying missions. Extremely kind of annoying, really time consuming. Not too bad, but the worst one, which I'm going to have to give praise to the Definitive Edition. The Definitive Edition, I think, actually made the driving lesson, the final one where you have to drive through this entire city without damaging your car. I think the Definitive Edition actually made that mission easier, because here's the problem with the original GTA San Andreas on the PlayStation 2. It's the fucking render distance. I get it. This game took full advantage of the hardware at the time, but doing that final lesson without crashing into a car at once is extremely fucking difficult because of the PlayStation, because of the console limitations. Cars will literally spawn like 5 meters in front of you, and you have almost no time to react and not crash into them. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous how fucking difficult it is, and it's extremely unbalanced mission, unfair. Next, we got to talk about these missions, which I'm not entirely sure if the drive club skill missions are optional, but I like to know the missions anyway when I play the GTA games. Next is fucking Zero's missions. So the first mission is you got to use the fucking minigun and defend Zero's business, or his satellite thing, from a bunch of fucking World War One planes to try and blow up toy planes. Quite an annoying mission. Can be a wee bit annoying on a controller. It's not too bad once you master like the shooting mechanics and all that, which, to be honest, that far in the game, if you're playing the game back to back to back without taking a break, you should be quite good at this mission. But then we got mission 2, which is absolutely fucking dreadful. The Zero mission where you have to fly that fucking toy plane. You got to use the toy plane's machine guns, destroy these fans, and destroy these wee fucking bikes. Absolutely awful mission. Seriously, they actually made the mission actually easier on the PC version of the Definitive Edition, because in the original version, you would still use fuel even if you were not like, you know, accelerating, or what we would call it, a plane, like moving forward. If you were just gliding, that would still use fuel in the original PlayStation 2 version. Thankfully, they would fix that in later versions of the game, but it's an annoying mission. The vehicle's extremely weak. You crash. There's a certain way you got to play the mission. It's really hard to shoot. Probably the worst mission in the entire fucking game, if I'm going to be honest. Luckily, it's an optional mission. Final Zero mission ain't actually that too bad. The one where you got like destroy the tanks and that, and pick up the tanks and pick up the objects, and that's actually quite an easy mission. Next hurdle mission, I think is really, really bad in San Andreas, is the flying school missions. The flying school missions, I think, are not too bad on keyboard. I don't know. I would say they're actually quite bad on keyboard and my sound fucking controller, to be honest. They're really buggy missions. They're really difficult, and these missions are actually mandatory, unlike the other ones. GTA San Andreas had a lot of fucking difficulty stop missions. I found it really, really stupid you had to do certain stuff like this in GTA San Andreas. Like, you had to learn to fly, and you had to do these lessons, because you can literally fly at the start of the fucking game. You can literally fly at the start of the game, and you see when you can drive. And I like how the characters always make fun of CD crashing all the time. Well, the reason why CD fucking crashes all the time is because X and square ain't the best driving buttons compared to L2 and R2. That's my personal opinion. But I will be honest, at least it ain't joystick driving. If you compare racing games to driving games side by side, I don't know if a lot of people would agree with me on this, but I think joystick driving is the worst, and X and square is probably like in the middle. Then L2 and R2 is probably the best driving. Of course, that is in my personal opinion. I know people probably disagree with that. But anyway, we're talking all day about GTA San Andreas. So, where would I put GTA San Andreas? The final act of the game is cool, but I feel like you have to take over too much of the city, and it slows down the gameplay. To be honest, Vice City does that a wee bit as well, with like the businesses and all that type of stuff when you're waiting on getting money. But it's absolutely freaking ridiculous. But anyway, San Andreas is a really good game. But here's my hot take: it's an A. Oh, I can't give it an ace. Sorry, I think there's just too many fucking annoying missions in San Andreas. That's my personal opinion. It's just my experience in San Andreas. I just think there's some really unbalanced missions. There's some extremely difficult missions which are really not fun to fail and kind of just to slow down the player. I know they are not mandatory, the zero missions, but you probably want to play them if you're doing a full playthrough of the entire game or you're going for 100%. I didn't go for 100%, but I like to play the missions every time. Next is GTA Advance. So this game came out the same day as GTA San Andreas. Talking about GTA San Andreas, right before we end it, I will be doing a stream on the 26th of October for its 20th anniversary. I will be doing a 20th anniversary stream of GTA San Andreas. I'm really looking forward to it. That's going to probably be that's going to be like next month, like 10 days at the time of me recording this. That's absolutely fucking ridiculous, and I'm really looking forward to that. But anyway, GTA Advance. Oh man, I'm going to be honest. If there's one GTA game I don't like in the 3D universe, it's going to be this game. I mean, let's talk about the good things first. So it's the first GTA game on a handheld console, but it looks pretty bad. It looks pretty rough. There's certainly dial. It's all right. It's technically the only GTA game you actually get 6-star water level on a mission, which is fucking ridiculous. Doesn't have like any of the auto aim mechanics that later the PSP GTA games would have, like where you can aim in, lock onto targets. It would have that. It was a Skyview GTA game. It came out the same day as fucking San Andreas. I'm sorry, man, but if you put a bullet to my head and you told me if I'm going to play San Andreas or GTA for Advance for the rest of my life, that's probably the easiest decision in my fucking life. It would be San Andreas, easily. It's such a... I'm going to be honest, such a letdown, such a disappointment. I don't know why this GTA game exists. I know this is completely fucking ruthless, but I really do not like this Grand Theft Auto game. I'm going to have to give Advance love. I'm going to have to give the Advance and the F tier. I know some people probably absolutely love this game and really like this GTA game. I seriously, every time I play it, I just... it feels like it's got a terrible frame rate. It feels really rough. I know it's on the Game Boy Advance, but there are much better games on the Game Boy Advance than freaking GTA Advance, man. It's just absolutely rushed. I don't know. It's even got a boring name as well. Like, it's just called Grand Theft Auto Advance. That's all it's called. It's like it doesn't have a particular name like San Andreas or just has a number name. Or Vice City, you know what I mean? I think it would have a number name, not just GTA Advance. Even fucking London has a better name because London's set in fucking London. So that makes sense. But Advance is even a bad name. Alright, next is GTA Liberty City Stories. A lot of people don't like this GTA game because it's kind of a downgrade over San Andreas, which I completely agree. It is a massive downgrade over San Andreas. Like, you going in the water and that kills you, all that type of stuff. But for a PSP game, I would say for the first... Technically, the second GTA game in the handheld, they did a very, very good job with this game. Extremely good job. Quite a short GTA game. It's set more around the mob and the mafia and all that type of stuff, which I think is an interesting mechanic. But it does downgrade from San Andreas, as I said earlier, so I'm not got a lot to say about this GTA game. I enjoy it. I like this GTA game. It's probably I'm going to be honest, it's probably the easiest GTA game in the 3D universe. Like, out of every single GTA game in the 3D universe, from GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, Liberty City Stories, Vice City Stories. Yeah. Out of all those games in GTA Advance, of course, I'd say it's the easiest. I would say it's by far the easiest. To be honest, I think it's just GTA 3. I'm going to put it higher than GTA 3, because in my opinion, it's GTA 3, but improved. Like, it makes the aiming better, the shooting better, has less annoying mission. Some would make the argument say it's too easy. I wouldn't say it's super easy. I mean, some people probably really still struggle in the game. I mean, it's still a classic GTA game, so it's still got the difficulties. Like, the final missions actually can be quite difficult. The final mission's actually quite buggy. When the enemies are setting that, like where the aim assist doesn't really work properly or the lock on. At least you can free aim this game. If you are playing Vice City and Liberty City Stories, I'm going to be completely honest, unless you want to play the online modes on them, yes, because these actually technically the second GTA games that had online. GTA 1 actually had online originally. But if you're going to play these games, I suggest you play the PlayStation 2 version over the PSP version, simply because you have a second joystick. That's it. And you can actually move around the character and see around instead of relying kind of on like the good, you know, the game doing it itself, which is not always the most reliable system. It's always nicer when you can control it. Kind of like the old God of War games in that game. Even though I love the old God of War games so much, I really enjoy them. I can admit the camera is not always the best, so I do recommend you play the PlayStation 2 versions over the PSP versions of these games, unless you want to try out the online mode, which makes sense. But that's just my personal. Plus, the PS2 version is a little bit better. And I'll talk. Same goes to Vice City. So, Vice City Stories. This GTA game is a fucking hidden gem. That I absolutely love this GTA game. It's like Vice City, but with the San Andreas mechanics, like you can swim, has even better auto aim. Actually less buggy than GTA Liberty City. Liberty City Story had a little bit problem at long range where like the locker wouldn't work properly, the enemies could aim at you. It pretty much fixed this. The only problem with GTA Vice City is probably some of the businesses. The businesses are really fun to do, but constantly getting attacked and all that type of stuff. Had extremely difficult missions. Like it had like almost 3 difficult missions back to back. Vice City Stories, you had like the mission where you had to do a timer like a freaking helicopter and you had to destroy all these satellites from a fucking 5-star wanted level, and then you had to escape it. An extremely annoying mission. Then you had another mission right after it, which was like the mission where you go to the this luxury like swimming pool where you had to kill this guy, but then a bunch of fucking lassies and that will come out and try and kill you. There's like 50 of them and it's absolutely fucking ludicrous. Believe it or not, they actually made this mission. They actually made that mission extremely easy on the Japanese version, because the Japanese version, for some reason, you actually take less damage on the PSP Japanese version. Going to the PlayStation 2, the Japanese version of Vice City Stories would have been like, maybe that was even easier if it had a PlayStation 2 version. But extremely quite an annoying mission. Not too bad, but you got to be careful. You got to play fast. Then you also had the mission where you fucking had to pick up the containers. Then pick up this guy's fucking vehicle while he was driving, get chased by bikers at the end. And if you failed the mission, that part you'd have to do the entire mission from the very fucking start. An extremely annoying mission. So, I mean, these 3 back-to-back extremely difficult missions. And the businesses and the ARs fire and the SMGs, the gunfire and vehicles, AI gunfire and vehicle being tied to frame rate kind of makes the game extremely difficult, and you can die instantly if you're not careful, and vice versa. I actually wonder what this game's like on an emulator if you play at 60 FPS. I wonder if it would mean the enemies would shoot 60 rounds per second instead of 30. You know, I didn't try that out when I did a playthrough. I played at 30, but I don't know what it would be like if you played it on 60 or anywhere. God, that would be fucking... The emulator's probably fixed some of the issues, to be fair, compared to Richard. There was a weird bug with Vice City Stories as well in the PlayStation 2 version where the map would get completely empty. There's like no NPCs and no vehicles. I don't know if that was an emulator bug or an actual bug of the PlayStation 2 version. But anyway, Vice City Stories, in my opinion, I think it's an absolute fucking hidden gem. It's a must-play GTA game. It's pretty much Vice City, but it plays better than Vice City. You can swim. You can finally swim. This game is certainly an underrated GTA game. Extremely underrated, and I highly recommend you play. Next is GTA 4. GTA 4. A lot of people didn't like GTA 4 because it's a more realistic GTA game, which I completely understand. But in my opinion, I think it's got the best story in the entire franchise. It's also pretty long GTA game, not the longest. I'd actually say GTA San Andreas. Also, since we're talking about GTA 4 minutes, we'll talk about the multiplayer. The multiplayer pretty basic. The online pretty basic for GTA 4, but quite fun for its time. The co-op online missions, which I highly recommend anybody plays the co-op online missions after you've played the base game, because I actually do like to what happens after the story, those 3 co-op online missions. But anyway, GTA 4, absolutely amazing. First HD Universe GTA game, very impressive. I will be honest, it ain't the best game to play on a PlayStation 3. GTA 4 is very rough. But if you get the PC version, you download like some of that Vulkan API and some Fuse and Fix mods and all that. I know I'm talking about modding the PC version, but you pretty much have to mod all the GTA games. It's absolutely amazing. Sadly, the best version to probably play it is you need quite a high-end PC. If you want to play it on PC, you got a shit PC. You're going to max out, but you can max out. If you can max out settings in GTA 4 PC, I know I would actually think it looks better than GTA 5 because it's got like the city's so busy and all that type of stuff. But the story, the betrayal, Dimitri, man, I could probably make an entire video about GTA 4. In fact, I could make an entire video about every single fucking Grand Theft Auto game. Honestly, they're fucking that long, even in the expansions. But anyway, GTA 5, GTA 4, as I said, I don't want to be here all day making this tier list. I'm going to give it the S tier. I'd actually put it ahead of Vice City because it plays a bit better than Vice City. The control scheme is a bit better than Vice City. I really enjoyed the story. In my opinion, easily the best story in the entire franchise. The driving and that didn't really bother me. I actually don't mind the realistic driving. I'm actually really, really good at the driving in GTA 4, surprisingly. I wonder what GTA 6 driving is going to be like. I wonder if they're going to go back to the more realistic driving, or they're going to be like GTA 5 driving. I wonder what it's going to be like. It'll be a very, very interesting what to do with GTA 6. But anyway, GTA 4, The Lost and Damned. So this is an expansion for the GTA 4. You play as Johnny Cavlick or something. I can't remember his surname, to be honest. You play as part of the biker gang. A very interesting GTA game. Probably a forgotten GTA game. You know, somebody when I made a video I did live streams like playing the online mode like on PlayStation 3 or GTA 4 and its DLCs like separately, right? And every time I play GTA 4, The Lost and Damned Online's always fucking dead. And somebody like compared like the sale numbers. Well, we're like, oh, the game sold only 6 million. The DLC's only sold 6 million copies. Well, the base game sold like 25 million. I'm like, guys, that's every single fucking platform. I'm talking about just the PlayStation 3 version alone. And if that's the case, then how is the Battle of Tony's online super kind of more active than GTA 4's online multiplayer in 2024 sometimes? Than the base game, the second DLC is more active than the base game. And we're comparing sale numbers for a fucking game that's like 16 years old. Yeah, I know. I mean, sale numbers don't really matter when a game becomes very fucking old. If you're talking about online multiplayer, I mean, you know what I mean? I just had to bring that up real quick. Because somebody said something really stupid in the comment, like when I did that. I don't know why I'm bringing that up, but anyway, I'm not restarting this fucking recording just because I brought that up. But anyway, GTA 4: The Lost and Damned, pretty cool, really, really short though. The game's only like 6 hours long. You can pretty much complete it like fucking. I completed it in 2 streams. A really short GTA game. Overall, it's not a bad GTA game. I mean, I don't mind it. It's probably the worst of the 2 expansions, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm going to have to give it a B tier. I'm going to have to... I really like The Lost and Damned, but it's really short. Interesting story, but it's just a really, really short. It's just extremely short. Pretty easy missions. The problem... I'm not really talking about special missions or that. GTA 4 had a really good bank heist mission, but I'm not talking about the missions as much because I think the missions were less difficult, and to be honest, they were memorizable missions, but when the game's a lot easier, I think you kind of forget some of the missions. Alright, next is GTA 4, The Ballad of Gay Tony. Out of the 2 expansions, I personally think this is the better one, because I know even though Lost and Damned did introduce more guns like the double barrel shotgun, the grenade launcher, the full auto pistol, all that type of stuff. However, I think the Battle Gay Tony did it better. Like, yeah, introduced the APC, it introduced the Buzzard, had some absolutely crazy missions. You had the fucking AA-12 explosive shotgun, a P90, an LMG, like little things like that. It was so impressive, even though it's set in the same site. Also, I'm going to talk about the art style. Out of the 3 games of the art style, I think this one actually looks the best. Out of GTA 4, out of all the GTA 4 and all its expansions, this one's like the most colourful, nice looking, easily out of the 3. In my personal opinion, I think it's got the best art style out of the 3. But anyway, where would I put the Ballad of Gay Tony? As I said, I don't want to be talking about these games all day, so I'm kind of rushing through this now. I'd put the Ballad of Gay Tony at A tier. I personally prefer Vice City Stories and GTA San Andreas, if I'm going to be completely honest. Over those games, even though objectively San Andreas is the best game, I did put it in A tier, but anyway, I don't want to be talking about it. Next is GTA Chinatown Wars. The GTA Chinatown Wars is an interesting type of game. I would say, in my personal opinion, it's the best sky down view GTA game. Got an interesting story. Like, you play as a Chinese guy, Hong, and you work with the Chinese triads and that. And you find out the collapse of the Chinese family and all that, like triads and that. I don't really want to spoil the story. I'm only saying some of the missions. The missions weren't too bad. Had some kind of annoying missions. My one criticism of GTA Chinatown was my one biggest criticism I got to give the game. I think it's too fucking long. Honestly, I think the game is just too long. It goes on and on and on and on. I played the PSP version, which is actually the best version to play, in my personal opinion, because the touchscreen and all that type of stuff on the phone and the DS version. I feel like GTA Chinatown Wars would have been a better game if it only came to PSP. Or it didn't. No. That's not the right word. If it did have a DS port, I think the DS limited some of the mechanics in the game. Some of the way the game how played, like no dialogue and no voice dialogue, that type of stuff. I don't know if the DS had an effect on that, but I wonder if it originally was going to have voice dialogue. But I guess it was technically the last GTA game on a fucking Nintendo freaking platform, I suppose. I wonder if GTA 6 will come to a Nintendo platform. Maybe. Probably not. Who knows? But GTA Chinatown Wars, it's alright. Some of the missions are a little bit annoying. You can't really get any headshots. There's a cool bank heist mission which you don't actually do the bank heist. You just play stuff. You gotta help them escape. Pretty disappointing. I'm gonna give it the C tier. Sorry, man. I think it's the best sky down view GTA game, but you can pass this GTA game if you want. But I will say something with Chinatown War. If you're wondering why I think when they got the triads acting like idiots from GTA 5, I think they got that from GTA fucking Chinatown Wars. Also, I got to give some massive praise for GTA Chinatown Wars. A lot of people don't know about this, but GTA Chinatown Wars is actually the first GTA game that introduced the fucking weapon wheel. The first Rockstar game, actually. Yeah. The weapon wheel in GTA 5 and Red Dead. Red Dead 1 and Red Dead 2. It was actually GTA Chinatown Wars. GTA Chinatown Wars came out before Red Dead 1. So, yeah. Yeah. Alright, next is GTA 5. I actually really enjoyed GTA 5. I played it I just finished it off last week, so out of all these games, probably my most recently biased. GTA 5 base game. Really, really fun. Cool missions. A bit of a downgrade over GTA 4's missions, I'm going to be honest. It's more of a heist story, and I really, really hope GTA 6 isn't going to be a complete heist story as Bonnie and Clyde style. Please, I don't want it to be all about another fucking heist story. Please don't make GTA 6 this the main feature of GTA 5. Just a fucking another boring, because it's going to be Bonnie and Clyde. Hopefully, don't make it some big heist story as well, like fucking GTA 5. That would be a little bit of a letdown in my personal opinion of GTA 6 if they went back to another heist story. That's my personal opinion. Hopefully, Rockstar realizes that GTA 5 sold the best, not because it's a heist story, because they placed the fucking best out of all the GTA games. And also, it's like Skyrim, it's imported to like fucking every single platform ever. And the GTA 4 got more platform ports, so I wonder if that would have sold more money. Who knows? Probably. But we don't entirely know. But GTA 5, really, really fun game. As I said, I really like the heist story. I like all the characters. I like Michael's my personal favorite. Then I would say Trevor. Then Franklin's my least favorite. Franklin's my least favorite for a reason, because I will, I'm not actually going to say that, but you probably know my accent. Why? Because let's just say I didn't grow up in the hood, and I think Franklin's story with the hood and that was a little bit disappointing compared to like CJ's. Like GTA San Andreas, I feel like almost half of the game, like the first half of the game, like the first quarter of the game, then the final quarter of the game, was like fighting in Los Santos, and you had to fight like the Ballers and the gangs and all that type of stuff. GTA 5 did it a wee bit. I know it's a bit different. He wanted to leave and Lamar and all that, but there's a lot less missions when it comes to the hood and all that type of stuff. So that's my personal reason. I don't hate Trevor. I do not blame I do not blame Rockstar at all. I do not think it's Rockstar's fault. I don't think it's Rockstar's fault that Trevor killed fucking Johnny. I get pissed off at that scene. I do. But I do not blame Trevor for that. I blame Rockstar for that. The reason why is I think Lost and Damned, out of the two expansions for GTA 4, I wish we had numbers for the Lost and Damned. We have numbers for the Lost and Damned and the Battle together. But I'm really curious how well the Lost and Damned sold by itself, not counting the episodes, so let me say, with the Get Out of Gay Tony. Like, maybe it only sold like 1 million copies or something like that. Maybe it sold less. The GTM, the Battle of the Gay Tony sold the extra 5 million. I'm not entirely sure. That's really my only answer is maybe the Lost and Damned did so bad in sales that Rockstar felt like, oh, you know what, I'm going to make Trevor kill off a character from GTA 4. Johnny, but they did a lot of fucking stupid things to Johnny in GTA 5. And I got a big, massive fucking problem with that. And it's a really, really terrible decision. But the rest of the story is interesting. I mean, the wrestling being an asshole. Micah's story is interesting. His family and that. I'm not going to call it content creators, but there's certain people. I'm not saying this, but some people call fucking Nico to say Papa Nico. You do realize that Michael is actually like 15 years older than Nico. Well, technically 10, because GTA 4 is something on like social media. I think says he was 30 years old in GTA 4. So GTA 5 would be like 35 years old, while Michael's like, 45, 46. People say Papa Nico. I'm like, bruh, fucking Michael's like 10 years older than him at least. If anything, Michael's the oldest fucking character on the franchise. But anyway, enough talking about that. I'm listening to shit on him, bro. But anyway, GTA 5, I'd put it in A tier. Is it better than Battlegate, Tony? I'd probably say yes. Is it better than Vice City Stories? It plays better than Vice City Stories. Is it better than San Andreas? I'd say no. I would say no. High story. Too much focused on the high story. I still really like GTA 5 and it's still a great game. I mean, if I had to give it a 10, I'd probably give it like an 8.5 to like an 8.5 out of 10. But like GTA 4 and Vice City, I'd probably give like a strong 9. And the same goes to San Andreas, I'd probably give like an 8.5, maybe a 9 out of 10. But Vice City and GTA 4, I'd probably give like 9.5 more time of ratings. If I had to, that's just cost my personal thing. Next is GTA Online. GTA Online was once upon a time really, really fun. Really fun game when it came out. I know it didn't have I will be honest, it didn't have a lot to do with launch, but it was just fun, free mode and all that type of stuff. And then it got better and better, like they introduced heist, introduced more missions, not just contract missions, businesses, all that type of stuff. It got better and better and better and better until I would say the last few years. I would say the first era of the GTA 5 Online was the nightclub business when they introduced the Oppressor Mark 2 that fucked up a lot of balancing and the futuristic stuff, the Doomsday heist and like when they started to get a bit futuristic, GTA 6 is a bit more fucking grounded when it comes to the DLC content. We'll fucking see. If anything, I'll probably be grounded for the first 5 years. Then it'll probably get ungrounded. Then they'll probably putting some of that futuristic shit in it. But anyway, as I was saying, GTA 5's online really cool. Started making mistakes. Casino Heist was really good. The Island DLC was really good. The Heist was really good. Then came the expanded and enhanced next gen fucking update. Oh, this is where Rockstar started making fucking mistakes. Really, really bad. And this is where Rockstar changed as a company. So first thing was the expanded and enhanced version. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about the Definitive Edition. That was also a fuck up from Rockstar, but that was more. I'm talking about the original version, not that. That's when fuck up started happening as well. But anyway, expanded and enhanced. You had they charged a lot of money for the game. You still had to pay for like single player and all that type of stuff. Pretty scummy. Then to do stuff like ray tracing, like, pretty nice, cool. Finally 60 FPS in console, cool. Then again, I don't know how the fuck they didn't get a game on a PlayStation 3. I don't know how the fuck they don't have a 120 mode, but hey, I ain't gonna complain about that. But anyway, graphics wise, setting wise, you know it's actually really, really crazy. People probably don't believe me, but I think Digital Foundry talked about this when its bad enhanced came out. Did you know that GTA Online on the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X it actually still has lower graphics settings than the PC version? Yeah, I'm not joking. A game that came out on the fucking PlayStation 3 has lower graphics two console generations ahead. Yeah, like what? I know, right? What the fuck? So the graphics, I'm not here to talk about graphics, but how the fuck, how I'm pretty sure I call it PC specs. You can get maxed out settings. I don't know. I don't have like a 2070 Super 2080 or the current perks, but I'm pretty sure you could get high. You could max out the settings on those GPUs. You might run out of VRAM, but the PlayStation 5 had more VRAM. But enough talking about that anyway. That was the first fuck up. The next fuck up was fucking GTA Plus. Then they slowed down the DLCs to start getting worse and slower and all that time. GTA Plus was an absolute fucking disaster. Subscription service. And PC players still didn't get the next gen fucking update. Rockstar never bothered their ass fucking fixing GTA Online on PC. And I don't know what fucking GTA 6 Online on PC going to be like. Rockstar really disrespectful to the PC fucking player base for a company that's a multi-billion-dollar company and they can't release a PC fucking port at the same time as a fucking console port is absolutely fucking pathetic when every other game company can literally do it without any fucking issue. Much smaller companies than Rockstar can make amazing PC ports and don't fucking take years after and do a shit job. But enough talking about that. I could shit on every single GTA game for that apart from the original fucking GTA games because they actually released at the same time. But anyway, GTA Online, I'm going to be completely fucking honest, it's aged worse over years. It's just got worse and worse. It's just got more greedy. It's got more grind festival. GTA 6. I mean, I remember a few years ago they were talking about GTA 6 with fucking NFTs. I'm going to be completely honest. If there's one game franchise that could probably get away with that type of shit and when NFTs kind of died off, if there's one game franchise that could get away with that, it would be GTA fucking 6 Online. But that's just my personal opinion. But anyway, if GTA 6's online ends up fucking sucking and ends up being ass, hey, GTA 6 will still be a massive fucking success. It'll probably outstill GTA 5. The way I look at it, if GTA 6 sucks, Rockstar sales won't be affected until GTA 7. And people might get hyped again. I don't know. I mean, I don't know, man. It's such a long wait that people might actually get more Rockstar games by then. I don't know what would happen if GTA 6 sucked. That'd be an interesting one. But anyway, that is my personal opinion game tier list. Probably a hot take. Absolutely a fucking hot take tier list, I would say, man. But anyway, that's going to be it. So, yeah. Yeah, I will see you all next time. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all next time. Or dislike, of course. And let me know in the comments what your personal favourite GTA games are. Where you put them in the tier list, of course. But anyway, I'll see you all next time. Peace out, and yeah.